the pink sauce lady is in trouble. Let's say.
Pink sauce is just the gift that keeps on giving, and I don't mean in the way of foodborne illness. I mean this story just doesn't end. I think the story of pink sauce and the pink sauce lady, her name is Chef P, I think this will be taught in classrooms across the world
Why?
for years to come as a how to start a business out of a biological weapon and then also how to ruin your business. Chef
I mean, was it that bad? Now I know a couple of ingredients were probably inedible and most likely a little bit hazardous to the human body, but it looked cool and it was viral. Isn't that enough for the FDA to allow something to exist? I mean, like, I think it's natural selection at the end of the day, you know?
P has legitimately done everything wrong when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Every mistake you could make, she made, and then
Okay.
some. She invented new mistakes that the world didn't even know were possible, such as her initial
Nice.
food labels on the pink sauce having absolute gobbledygook on it, nonsense, just a catastrophe, really. And now we have a very
What do you mean gobbledygook? Did she just, not show what was in it, or what's the deal here?
sad update in this story. Real quick, just to give you the lore breakdown in case anyone's forgotten, because I know it's been like 8 months, and on the internet, that is prehistoric.
My prediction is she's getting sued by some kind of health agency, and, well, she's pretty much done. Most likely, right?
So maybe a lot of people don't remember this. But pink sauce was started on TikTok by a creator named Chef P. She made it in her kitchen and posted videos with it. It was just this vibrant pink Pepto-Bismol looking sauce.
Almost looks purple, though. I mean, I'd try it. But then again, I'm not attached to life that much. But I'd try it.
That she started selling, and people went crazy for it. Everyone was buying it, and she was shipping it from her house. And since she was shipping
That's
it from her house,
sanitary.
she didn't take any real safety precautions with the food, and the ingredients on her sauce contained things like raw honey and milk. And she was transporting it over state.
Raw honey? Wait, is raw honey bad? I think... Can anything happen to any kind... Do you even pasteurize honey or do anything like that? I'm pretty sure raw honey is as fine as it can get. Or do Americans not have raw honey? Do you need to, like, put it through some kind of machine that makes it synthetic? I'm pretty sure raw honey is the only thing I can even buy in my country. Raw milk is kind of problematic because it spoils fast. But, that's fine.
Lines in hot temperatures, meaning when it got to customers, it was vile, revolting, radioactive sludge. And people started posting videos of opening their pink sauce in excitement.
Nice.
And what they got was shit that looked like this, looking like a
Something coagulated here, okay? Probably if it's the wrong temperature, probably the milk.
bloated corpse out of a sarcophagus, looking like some kind of festering scab.
Eat
Chef
it.
P was basically Oppenheimer, and this was her bomb. It was waging war on the gut, the tummies of everyone who bought this, because it wasn't safe to consume. It really wasn't. So she faced a lot of backlash. The internet started clowning on her. She even had a very famous speech that she gave on TikTok Live,
Speech.
where she said, "What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical supplies." And it
I mean, that's smart. That's smart. The FDA should only be about drugs and whatnot.
only got worse
True.
from there. She eventually went on a talk show from a host named Karamo, and she confronted one of her critics, and it was a very
Oh,
sweet
boy.
lady who made a TikTok a little concerned with the pink sauce because she found like glitter in it and all the things she was seeing.
It's an extra additive. It's not a big deal. If you don't want to eat the glitter, just take it out, dude. Come on. It's like it's not that complicated.
So she sent the pink sauce to a lab to be tested, and on the talk show, the two of them got together, and Chef P made herself look like the biggest possible asshole. She was unbelievably rude and disrespectful to that lady who was
Obviously.
just testing the pink sauce to make sure it was safe, and that lady was extremely polite, extremely nice, and Chef P was just ruthless and mean and nasty, and it turned everyone even further against Chef P.
Oh boy.
But then, out of nowhere, with one of the most unexpected, shocking plot twists the world has ever seen since the Darth Vader, Luke, I am your father moment, it was revealed with a big statement that Pink Sauce had just been acquired by Dave's Gourmet, which is apparently
What
a
is
very
that?
reputable big brand that was taking Pink Sauce even amidst this massive disaster. Like, it was legitimately a danger to consume. Dave's Gourmet came in and said, "We want it." So, Dave's Gourmet...
To be real, actually, they did nothing wrong in that case, because as long as it's popular, if it's, you know, popular for being popular and half of the popularity is from it being dangerous, it's like, you know, you get the redemption story by making it safe. It's like, it's potentially a big win. So I understand why they thought that this is kind of a worthy risk to take on.
Gourmet acquires Pink Sauce with, I imagine, a very hefty payday to Chef P.
Yep.
And they start producing Pink Sauce themselves in like an FDA approved facility, and they start selling Pink Sauce in 4,000 something Walmarts across the country.
Wow.
And
Dude,
based on
that's
everything
huge.
Chef P was saying, sales were great. People were super excited. But it doesn't seem like everything was all sunshine and rainbows and daisies, because apparently that deal soured. And Chef P has recently come forward with a GoFundMe alleging that Dave's Gourmet never actually paid her the royalty she was owed, and it was actually a terrible deal. They were an awful, evil group.
Oh no! You see, this is what people don't understand. If you're a YouTuber, you have no idea what the real contract is. If YouTubers like read contracts and they're like, yes, I understand everything here. But you know why? I don't even read most sponsorship contracts because it's YouTube. No one's gonna try and fuck with you. Okay, you're actually wasting time reading a YouTube sponsorship deal. But in the real business world, if you're reading a contract and you understand what's written there, you probably don't even understand how stupid you are, because you are not even capable of understanding that you don't understand what's actually written there. In the real business world, if you ever sign anything that's not checked by a team of lawyers, or at least one lawyer that's specialized in that, you're playing with fire, okay? Because there's no such thing as, we did a word of mouth thing and now and now everything. No. It's either signed or it's not signed, Chief. Okay? I know a lot of people. Literally, I personally know a lot of people who have went into business with a partner, and then that other partner just, swindles them out of the business. How many people have lost things? So, my first guess hearing this is that lady signed a deal for compensation in a form that doesn't exist. It's like, you buy, for example, this happened on YouTube, one of the funniest examples. I don't remember which channel was it, but they essentially said, we're gonna pay you in stock. But stock doesn't exist, so they're paying in nothing because there's nothing to pay with, which is hilarious. So I'm assuming that's the same deal that this lady has right now.
She never actually explicitly names Dave's Gourmet here, but that is the brand that acquired her sauce, so most people, myself included, believe that she's referring to them here. And it's become a very wild situation, because she's saying that she is completely broke now. I went over most of this story on stream, so I'll show you those clips, but real quick, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone that's been coming into the streams. I've been doing them on YouTube recently, and it's been amazing. I've been absolutely fucking loving the YouTube streams, so I just want to say huge thanks, because it's been really hype. It's been so much fun. So I'm going to keep doing YouTube streams, and here's some clips from it, and then I want to go back in and talk about it a little bit more, because I've read more into it now since the stream.
Oh boy.
Did you see the Pink Sauce lady made a GoFundMe? Matt just sent me that. I was going to read about that. The Pink Sauce lady is claiming that she is broke.
This is what we're doing now.
I don't know how that's possible, considering she got a big payout from Dave's Gourmet, or whatever it's called. Bill's Sauces, I forgot. I think it's Dave's Gourmet. I think I got it right the first time. So I don't know how she could possibly be broke now.
The other quite simplistic way of actually not paying someone for buying something from them in these situations also is by adding some kind of stipulation or rule that something needs to be done, so the payment isn't valid. Now, what could that be? In food industry, I have no fucking clue. But, probably something like that exists. Again, if you're outside of the influencer business and you're not getting sponsored by anyone, if you're signing a contract because you think you're big brain and understand what's written in there, you're literally setting yourself up to fail big time.
She's claiming it's a faulty deal, I guess. I don't even have enough money to buy my kids food. Veronica Chef P was all over social media last summer thanks to her viral pink sauce condiment. It was bottled botulism. And it did pop off.
True.
That much is true. The bubblegum-hued condiment was a concoction that Shaw devised in her kitchen while working as a private chef in Miami, often finished her TikTok videos by slathering whatever she cooked in the mystery pink sauce. Although Shaw never revealed the sauce's ingredients, her followers demanded it, so she began selling the sauce for $20 a bottle, which quickly sold out. As orders quickly came in, the backlash followed. Customer complaints about inadequate food packaging and alleged contamination began to damper the hype around the viral sauce. What an understatement. She was shipping biological weapons. All of the ingredients that were listed on there, minus the chemical X of her secret formula, were all highly insufficient for long-distance transportation in hot temperatures. It was a disaster. Truly. Which I think helped propel it into the mainstream even more. The most significant blow was when Shaw went live to address followers, questioning if her sauce was FDA approved. She responded, "What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products." In January 2023, Delish announced that Shaw had partnered with Dave's Gourmet. The condiment company added pink sauce to its portfolio, selling it on Walmart.com and in 4,000 locations nationwide until July. Which was a shocking development. Because again, this got so big because it was basically shipping poison. It'd be great for assassinations, but as for actual sauce, probably not wonderful. We actually did buy a bottle of...
I don't know, Chief. You would be surprised what you can get out of food with, a little bit of honey here and there.
But in order to see how yucky it would be, not to taste it, but to put it to the test, take a Geiger counter to it, see how radioactive it is. See if it could be used to take the paint off of one of our cars due to really high acidity or something. See if it could replace acetone. But we never ended up doing it. On August 17th, Shaw took to her Instagram announcing the launch of her GoFundMe page and asking for financial assistance. She alleged that a partnership left her in financial ruin. As a young entrepreneur with big dreams, I followed my intuition and went forth toward my dreams to create something new. I made a few mistakes on the way, which led me to trust a company that is trying to take everything away from me. They lied to me.
Typical.
They're not paying me, and are not being transparent about records. I have tried on multiple occasions to try and come to one accord with them, but they refuse to reimburse me for marketing expenses that I spent my own funds towards. I don't know enough about Dave's Gourmet.
Marketing expenses that she
there are
spent
tons
on
of
her
shady
own?
companies that'll take advantage of young people selling shit. Give them the worst deals ever. She then
Most companies will do that.
claims that she was silenced and sabotaged. She does not name said company in the video or social media, and she wrote that it has been difficult for her to care for and feed her children.
Can't she just
I don't
be
know
a
how that's
chef
possible,
again?
though. Even if she did get the worst deal of all time from Dave's Gourmet, and I'm assuming that's the company she's talking about because that's the one that bought her pink sauce concoction, that alchemy. I don't know how she would lose all of her money on it, considering Dave's Gourmet picked up all of the production costs. And it's not like it takes a lot of money to go live on TikTok and say, hey, my sauce is in Walmart.
There's a dish that there's so much ways that can actually even happen.
How did she lose all of her money? I don't see where it goes here.
Also, in this case, by the way, the most typical thing is, loans. She probably thought, oh boy, I'm in the money now. And guess what? She takes out loans because she knows that she's gonna get the money to repay it. So, now she can't repay the loans because there's no actually money in the first place, right? And now she's in debt. This is how it happens. People just don't wait. They think they're in the green, they're rich, they're absolutely fine. You know, we're in the black, boys. It is what it is. It's all right now. Set for life. But that's not how it happens. So they take out a bunch of loans because they can't even wait for that money. Because the reality is she would probably need to wait multiple months for the transaction to actually finalize and whatnot. So, most likely, impatience. Then she got a bunch of loans, and it was super, super bad. It is what it is. It happens often.
Unless there's like some clause in the deal she signed with Dave's where he has access to her bank account or something. I work at Walmart and they advertised that her sauce was in the store. Yeah, no, it had a big marketing push when it made it to Walmart. Which is why I'm saying, again, like, it's not like she paid for that. That would have absolutely been on Dave's Gourmet. So I don't know how the fuck she lost all of her money in this bad deal. I need legal help. They are refusing to pay me the royalty that is owed to me. I don't know what else to do. I can't give up. I need help. But I just don't know what marketing expenses she endured. Again, it's
She's probably just calling it marketing expenses, in honesty. It's probably not really expenses. It could be marketing expenses if she thought, okay, I need to go on this 100% in because, you know, it's like, this is my shot. In which case, I actually even kind of understand her because, you know, it's like either you take the shot or not, and if she decided it's time to go 100% in, I mean, in hindsight, bad decision, but maybe it could have been a good decision if it was done better. Who knows, right?
completely free to go live on TikTok or post Instagram videos about your sauce. Cost no money. I've been silenced and financially sabotaged. I'm a single mom and do everything for my kids. Right now, I don't even have enough money to buy my kids food on my own. My mom is on disability and has been giving us $20 just to get by on a daily basis. School is a few days away. I haven't been able to get my kids clothes or anything. I'm currently facing an eviction that has gone into
Sweetie, you probably don't need new clothes for your kids, first of all.
default. The sheriffs can come to my door any day now.
Get some hand-me-downs.
I need legal help.
Like, people in America are so absolutely just wild. People in America will choose to go into debt because they need a new pair of Yeezys or Jordans or whatever the stupid new fad is. And they're gonna do it. They're literally gonna go and take a loan to do that. In other countries, people take loans to get drunk and throw parties, but in America, it's like for a pair of shoes that probably are gonna be stolen from you, like in 2 weeks' time or something like that. So, you know, it's just wild. And like hand-me-downs. Oh no. Oh no! You know what my mom does every single time she has an old piece of clothing? She doesn't just throw it out unless it's literally ruined. She gives she asks her sister maybe she wants it or something like that. She gives it away or something like that. A lot of people do this. It's like Americans are used clothing for my kid? Are you crazy? I ain't gonna do any of that, and there you go, you're poor. Congratulations. Life literally gave you an option to, you know, get free clothes for your children. What did you do? You made an angry face and said, "What do you thank me for?" Poor? Yes. First of all, yes. That's 100% what I think you are. Oh no, it's such a disaster.
Refusing to pay me the royalty that's owed to me. I don't know what else to do. I can't give up. I need help. Horrible story to hear. Assuming it's all true, that's awful. Sorry to hear that, Chef P. She got a big payday in order to just sign with Dave's Gourmet. How the fuck did it all fizzle up? Whoa,
Good
she wants
question,
100K. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Wait, what?
Yeah,
921 raised of a 100K goal. Holy shit.
Wait, is that like, you know, supposed to be strange? I'm not sure why he's so surprised.
So after doing a little more super sleuthing in my intense investigation and research on this topic, I have come to the enlightening conclusion that this shit is not adding up. I still cannot figure out where all of the money went. I don't know how she ended up completely broke, allegedly. Like, I don't know
how do lottery winners who literally get like 200 mil end up broke in 5 years or 10 years, or what's the average? It's not hard, dude. It's not hard. You see, this is why charities often don't work, you know? You give a stupid person money, so he can fix his life. But like hell, they're smart enough to fix their life. They probably don't even think anything's a problem, honestly. So you just spend that money on what? Nothing. Nothing. You literally maybe buy them some kind of entertainment for a small period of time, and that's it. It's crazy.
How that happened, because from everything I've read here, she was no longer footing the bill for the production of Pink Sauce. It was now completely off of her plate, so that financial burden was eased thanks to the Dave Gourmet acquisition.
Yep.
And all of the marketing she was doing was Instagram posts and TikToks. That's free. That costs no money. So I don't know how she lost all of her money in this Dave's Gourmet deal. Now, I do have no doubt that there is a chance it was a very predatory, very shady, disgusting contract, because that does happen in the industry, across every industry.
No, it happens always. Again, it's you do not ever trust a YouTuber on this shit. Again, if you're getting sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, you don't even need to read the agreement. You just blindly sign it, because there's no way in hell they're ever gonna actually risk doing anything bad. Okay? And this is YouTubers. They have never seen a real contract in the history of their lives before, you know? And real contracts are predatory, okay? If at least one side is not trying to make them predatory, something's wrong on a fundamental level.
Industry. There's tons of evil corporations that are going to swoop in and try and take advantage of people that don't have a team behind them that'll advise them on, looking over the contract and all of that. And it seems like she didn't have anyone look over the contract. So maybe she did really get taken advantage of here and exploited by Dave's Gourmet. But all of that would be off of the sauce itself, like off of its profits. I don't think that would come from her bank. Like, I don't see how Dave's Gourmet contract could somehow take money away from her. It would only just not be paying her what she's owed, which is something she does explicitly say, that Dave's Gourmet hasn't paid her what she's owed in the form of, like, the royalties from the profits of Pink Sauce. But I don't see how this could have, like, drained...
Dude, I'll be shocked if it ends up being, like, a situation where the contract is like, okay, we're gonna, like it ends up being like a complete semantic type of contracting, where it's like, okay, we said we're gonna pay you royalties for Pink Sauce, but we're selling pink with 2K sauce, or like they buy her formula, and for use of her formula, they actually, they're supposed to pay her, but they change the formula. I wonder if it's gonna be something as stupid as that at the end, because keep in mind, companies can do this sort of crap, and they're gonna do it fully well knowing that these people who they're taking advantage of could win a lawsuit, but they're never gonna get to the lawsuit because they're poor. They are too poor to actually be in a lawsuit. This is why everyone, this is like, for example, the YouTube React situation, where people react to videos, and everyone's, yeah, you can do that, and even though they don't want to, but they're afraid to speak out. Because because you can't win on any level against someone who's 100 times bigger than you. It's just reality on every level. You're never winning against someone who's 100 times bigger than you.
All of her finances and left her in such a desperate, sad position. Like, this is awful to read about. I just don't know how the contract could have done that, unless the contract is on, like, some next level evil shit where Chef P agreed to pay for everything involving Pink Sauce and Dave's Gourmet just put it in Walmart or something. But that'd be the worst contract of all time, and I don't think anyone would have ever signed that. So I don't think that's the case. It is important to note that Chef P...
You would be surprised if people sign.
He does have a history of lying. She lied about everything in regards to Pink Sauce from the very beginning. She was lying out of her ass on the talk show, so a lot of people aren't really even believing a lot of what she's claiming here because of her history of lying about everything. So the whole...
I mean, if she's lying here, the company that bought her thing is just gonna instantaneously come out and say, yeah, you're lying. Or the company sues her, and then they don't have to pay her typically in a lot of cases. That's usually how it happens. So, if she's lying here, she's literally destroying herself. because that company is gonna sue her for damages, for breach of contracts and all of those good stuffs that I probably somehow magically did, you know? So, there is a chance that she's lying, but I would say that's kind of on the down low. You know, I would say it's like 70% that she's not lying, 30% that she's lying. I don't know, because I don't know how stupid or not stupid this woman is.
Situation is just horrible. And another thing worth consideration as a possibility is maybe Chef P is just a little off on how well Pink Sauce is performing. It has been a long time since anyone has given a shit about Pink Sauce.
True.
No one's fucking uttered a peep about Pink Sauce in like 8 months. And it was a product that was entirely hype driven. People were curious and wanted to try it, and then they tried it. Maybe they got violently ill, perhaps, you know, or just extremely scared to consume it. So obviously they're not going to try it again. So it being in Walmart doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to do well by default. It was always ever just a wacky product that people would try as a meme or just out of pure
Yeah, that's
morbid
actually
curiosity.
100% true
So
also.
I think there's a very good chance that Pink Sauce is just actually not selling at all. And Chef P thinks that it is and thinks that she's owed money.
This actually does make sense. I didn't even think about this. There is a chance, because at the very start, remember, he said that, well, it was quoted that she has said they're not giving her full information. So maybe she thinks that that company is lying about the sales of her product. That is that could be likely. That she thinks that the company is lying about the sales of her product. Yeah, this is actually a super likely scenario if you think about it.
That this Pink Sauce is just actually not making. So maybe Dave's Gourmet has no profits to even share with Chef P as part of their contract because everyone's lost interest in it. I don't know. This whole situation is very odd and peculiar.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to go over it. So yeah, anyway, that's about it.
The probable solution to this... half the time, the probable solution to situations as crazy as this is something that no one has even thought of because it's just so absolutely out of this world. Probably the solution to all of this is 100% in a different direction than anything I have said, honestly. This is how these things work. Probably the solution is something so wild no one can imagine it. Man, this is why it's always fun. Anyway, this is Quizzer said, thanks for watching, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.